Okay guys, this is a video about my adoption, the adoption of me, not like, sounds retarded, it sounds like I'm talking about me putting Kaiden up for adoption, but anyways, this is about when I was adopted. I was adopted at 7 weeks old, and I have a list of stuff here on Bryce's phone. I talked to my mom about the process that she went through to adopt me and like what kind of stuff she had to do, and it's fairly long. So this is just like basic things. It's not really everything that you would probably need to do to adopt a child, just because it's a very long process.
Okay, so the whole list is basic things, or?
Yeah, it's just like the basics, doesn't really come on anything. But anyways, first she said you have to have a scrapbook or a photo album to describe your family life, and it has to be generic, such as you can't like show yourself drinking, which is one of the things she told me, which I guess I can understand that, because the
You can't be like party hardy crazy pictures of like. Yeah.
Because the birth mother looks through these photo albums to help decide
birth father
and to decide who they're going to give their child up to adoption for. I don't even know what I did. Okay, there's tons of paperwork, including your income and what kind of money you have stored, your life insurance, your plans for the future, and they asked what my mom would do since she and my father were both working and my dad was the one with a steady job, so I guess they kind of wanted her to quit her job, and she did. You get a visit by the social worker. You have to have your house baby-proofed before you even get accepted to be an adoptive parent. The social worker typically asks where the baby's room would be, what type of father that the mother thinks her husband would be, and what type of mother the husband thinks the wife would be. Why you would want to be a parent, they ask that, and they want to make sure that your job is stable. It took my mom 2 months until they adopted me, but that was just because they were really lucky, and they knew the attorney. It was almost Christmas time, and it was almost Christmas time.
She was a gift from Santa Claus.
Yes, that was a Christmas gift. But they had to evaluate my birth mother to see if she was mentally challenged, to determine if I would have any problems. Because apparently she just didn't act very smart, I guess, in my mom's words.
She was slow.
She seemed to be.
Right.
But she had an above average IQ. She just acted mentally challenged because she was mentally abused, and her father would tell her that she was stupid and that she wouldn't amount to anything. After a month old, I wasn't considered a newborn, so that was one of the reasons why I guess I didn't get adopted by anybody else, I guess. I don't know how that works. But after a month old, the baby is no longer considered a newborn, they're considered an infant. And not a lot of people want to adopt an infant, I guess, just because they want them from birth and whatever.
And also another reason why they wanted to adopt you, or they didn't have a problem adopting you, is because she was supposed to originally be adopted by friends of the family.
Yes, I have all that written down here. I just gotta do this.
Sorry, I'm jumping the gun.
Anyway.
Spoiler alert. My
birth father was concerned about my parents being Catholic, because I can agree with this, there are a lot of crazy Catholic people, and they're like literally crazy.
Over the edge.
Yes.
They're not crazy, they're just a little bit overboard on their religious beliefs.
They're crazy. Anyways.
Overboard.
I was 7 weeks old when I was adopted. but I wasn't put up for adoption until I was 4 weeks old. Because they wanted to give me to family friends, but the family friends didn't meet the requirements. They brought me to, my birth parents brought me to the agency in a diaper and a onesie, and it was November, so it was cold, and they just had a bottle. Anyways, at night I was with the secretary at the office, and during the day I was with the babysitter. So not very stable lifestyle for a baby. It started to get closer to Christmas, and my mom had told the attorney that I needed to find a home by Christmas. The girl that was taking care of me, because the girl that was taking care of me thought I was becoming attached to her husband, so I needed to be put up for adoption. And I don't know where the rest of the whole thing went, because, oh, it's in here. There's more. Oh, well, there was more, and now it's all gone. What was the other thing?
Do you want me to help you?
Yeah, it was all about how much I weighed and stuff.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, you go for it then. Because my mind's all...
When she was born, she was 5 pounds 8 ounces. But after a month, you're supposed to at least double your weight. Or was it 3 months? 3 months.
I don't know, with us, they told us Kaiden had to double his birth weight by 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was weird. But okay. So anyways, she weighed 5 pounds and 8 ounces when
I was born.
she was born, and then when she was adopted by her family,
I weighed 5 pounds. So I was almost 2 months old, and I only weighed 5 pounds. And basically that's considered failure to thrive, which means that the child isn't getting the nutrients or isn't processing the nutrients correctly because of outside situations or medical situations. And for me, it wasn't medical because when I was adopted and I finally came here, well, not really here, but when I came to my adoptive parents' house, they started feeding me, and within a few weeks, I tripled my birth weight, and I was a really bully.
And she had rolls on her rolls, according to her mother.
Yes, I was a very chubby baby. But anyway, so I guess I was failure to thrive, and that was just because I didn't have a stable family, a stable household. I wasn't emotionally happy as a baby, I guess, because I didn't have a family like most babies do. And
are you going to tell them about how they found out that you were being adopted by them?
I don't know. Go for it. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, good Lord. Okay.
I already told all this.
No, you didn't tell them this. Okay. So basically, yeah, she went through the whole adoption process, and one day her adoptive mom got a call, and it was from her lawyer's office, and they said, can you come down to the office for a little bit? And the funny thing about that is that they were just kind of like, okay, and she thought it was to fill out more paperwork. And so she called her her husband, who was Rebecca's adoptive dad, and he was like, well, I kind of wanted to go see a movie. But they didn't know that they were going to be picking up Rebecca and filling out not the rest of the adoption papers, because she wasn't legally adopted yet, but
until after I'd been there for a month.
No, a year. A year.
Okay, a year.
Anyway, so they get to the office, and she's in the car seat, and they went there, and they started filling out paperwork, and her adoptive mom was like, well, where's the baby? And her lawyer goes, well, she's been sitting on this table the entire time. You've been looking at her this entire time. But she was under the assumption that it was one of the secretary's kids.
And she wanted to look at my belly button. That's what she always tells me every time she tells me that story.
She wanted to look at the belly button because she had a thing for an Indian or an Audi belly button and played with her toes and hands. And should I keep going?
better than what she said about Kaiden. Oh, I want to play with his butt.
Yeah, that was just weird. Okay.
If you have any questions, please leave your comment below. This video will allow comments because I can't think of any reason why anybody would say anything rude. So, comments are enabled on this video. Please
Hi.
be perfect before you judge. Comment below if you have any questions on whatever we possibly missed, because I had everything written down this time, so I think I got everything, but as you know, I don't remember the adoption process personally because I was really little, so I don't remember. I guess I could tell you how I felt about it. I was going to do that. How I felt about being adopted. That would probably be one thing that someone would ask.
How about we just do that for another video?
Ugh.
Because we're already at
Okay,
now we're
well, I
at
can do it really fast if you just not talk about it and we not argue about it. Anyways, so, like, when I was a little kid, I was pretty upset that I was adopted, and I felt like my parents didn't love me, my birth parents didn't love me, and, like, they didn't want me, and they just, like, gave me up because I was, like, a terrible child, or they didn't like me for some reason. And so I was always really depressed about that as a kid, and the past few years I've been more like, I just don't even think about it anymore, just because I have my own family to think about, and it's like I kind of understand more now, just because having a kid of your own and you see how hard it is, and like especially with emotional problems yourself, like it's hard emotionally, and it's hard physically, and it's hard financially to take care of a child. And my mom was very depressed, and I don't know why she had I have like 7, I don't know if it's 6 or 7 half brothers, but they're all from different fathers, and I don't know why she kept having kids if she didn't want them, but it's just, I understand more now, a little bit more. Like, the thing that I'm still upset about is that she didn't want to have kids, obviously, but she didn't do anything to prevent having more children. And I mean, I'm glad that I'm here and everything, but I just feel like, why would you have sex without any kind of birth control or anything, and not like get your tubes tied or anything? Because she obviously didn't want kids. She put every one of her kids into someone else's care right away. She didn't want kids, so I don't understand why she didn't do anything to prevent it. But after me, the agency told her that she needed to do something. I think she ended up getting her tubes tied or something to prevent getting pregnant in the future, so that this would not keep occurring. But I think my birth mom and birth dad ended up getting married, but at the time I don't think they were married. But I don't know that for sure. And but yeah, I'm more okay with it now. I realize that if she wasn't like emotionally stable enough to take care of a child, I just still don't understand why she wouldn't have done something to prevent it if she knew that she didn't want a baby. So anyways, that's how I feel about it. I'm fine with it now. I used to be pretty upset, and I used to cry about it sometimes, but now it's just like, you know, I really don't know their story, really. So anyways, as far as meeting them in the future, I'm planning on attempting to meet them. I don't know if they're going to be interested in meeting me or not. I've been saying this for years now, that I'm going to try and get in contact with them, but we're planning on going to the city hall in a few days. I don't even know.
I thought you said tomorrow.
Well, it's Friday today, so I don't know if is City Hall open on Saturdays.
I think City Hall is open every day, hon. It's City Hall.
Okay, well, if it's open tomorrow, then we're gonna go tomorrow and go to
Public records.
public records and look for my parents' records and contact them somehow. I don't know if I'm going to email them or if I'm going to call them and set up a time when we can meet and if they even want to meet. So anyways, yes, I do plan on getting in contact with them. I don't know how it's going to work out though, but I'll keep you guys updated. If you would like me to, you can comment that below, and if you want me to keep you updated on my birth parent situation. But that's basically everything. I don't think there's anything else, but if there is, comment below and let me know, and I will get back to you, because I actually am trying to respond to comments on my YouTube now. But it won't be right away just because I have to get on my laptop to respond, but I will see them right away. Anyways, so that is my story, and I hope that answered all your questions, but again, if not, comment below. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Bye, guys.
Peace.